Welcome to Life on the Wabash, your home for the lighter, brighter, happier side of your community. We'll cover places to go, events to explore, recipes to try, and information that makes your life easier or more fun. Let's dive in. Good morning and welcome to Life on the Wabash. I'm Lindsay Varamis.
And I'm Yumi Colombo. Our goal is to help you connect with your community in a new way.
We spotlight local businesses, upcoming events, and unique opportunities you can take advantage of.
It's also a hands-on teaching tool. Boilermakers are at the helm of this production.
Coming up today, Pints Past and Play, the story behind 9 Irish Brothers and why this pub is the place to be.
Plus, a race so short, you'll barely break a sweat. This quirky St. Patrick's Day tradition.
They're known for candles, festivals too, why Brown's accents in Attica deserves exploration.
A working farm, compelling classes, beautiful trails, the many sides of Prophetstown State Park.
It's starting to feel like spring, so let's get in the spirit. What you'll find at the Spring Equinox Market.
Life on the Wabash starts now.
St. Patrick's Day is almost here, and if you're looking for the perfect place to celebrate, 9 Irish Brothers has you covered. Hi, I'm Hallie Asplund, and I'm here at the heart of action, where the Guinness is flowing, the music is lively, and the energy is just infectious. I'm here with Matt Rose, owner of the West Lafayette 9 Irish Brothers location. Matt, how are you doing today?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you so much for having us. So, as we know, 9 Irish Brothers is just packed with history. Can you tell us a little bit about its foundings, how it got its name, and what connection it has to Ireland?
Sure. So, my in-laws, Jerry and Jan O'Brien, started thinking about opening an Irish pub in the early 2000s. We had all been to Ireland several times over the course of many years, and we loved the nature of an Irish pub, you know, the character, the atmosphere, everything about it, and we realized that this community was missing that. So we wanted to bring a little touch of Ireland to Greater Lafayette, and we opened in 2006. Obviously, the name 9 Irish Brothers and 5 Irish Sisters is connected to Jerry O'Brien. He is the youngest of 9 brothers and 5 sisters, so yeah.
Here at 9 Irish Brothers, your guys' menu is packed with Irish favorites. Can you tell us a little bit about your guys' most popular dishes and if there's any that you think don't get enough attention?
Oh, absolutely. So we do have quite a few recipes that we actually got from Ireland. A good example are the mussels and garlic cream sauce. We got that outside of Galway, Ireland. A couple was very nice to share that recipe with us, and items like the Connemara chicken as well as a traditional Irish recipe. Then some of the family recipes like our soda bread actually have been passed down through the O'Brien family. Of course, corned beef and cabbage, which is in our Reuben, another great best-selling item, is an Irish-American favorite. But number one is, of course, the fish and chips, and it being Lent, we are going to see a lot of those go out tonight.
Of course, no Irish pub is complete without a great drink selection. Do you mind walking us through some of your must-try beverages from pints to pours?
Yes, well, we're very, very pleased to be able to say that Guinness has named us as serving the best pint of Guinness in the entire United States. So if you want to come in and try a proper pint, this is the place to do it. We have a full selection. I think we're well over 40 Irish whiskeys. So a lot to look for if you're a whiskey aficionado or if you're just starting out. We've got a great variety of cocktails as well. One of the crowd favorites is the Irish Mule, which is ginger beer, Jameson Irish whiskey, a little bit of lime juice, and it's just a perfect for a summer's day.
It seems like there's always something going on here. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about what you guys have upcoming and any events that you host weekly?
Oh, absolutely. Live Irish traditional music is central to our concept. It's one of our goals is to expose people to Irish music, and so every Wednesday night we have a traditional Irish session. Local musicians come in. It's very informal. They play to each other. They play to the crowd, and it's a really wonderful experience to partake in. St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. We're going to have live music on March 15th. That's our family day. We have our parade at our Lafayette location. And then On the 17th, that's going to be 21 and over, but we'll have live music all day long, both days at both locations.
One thing's for sure, 9 Irish Brothers is ready to make this St. Patrick's Day unforgettable. For more information, visit them at 119 Howard Avenue, West Lafayette, Indiana, or online at www.9irishbrothers.com.
We've all heard of marathons, half marathons, and the ever-popular 5K, but here in Lafayette, there's an even shorter race, growing in popularity. Joining me now is the owner of Q1067, Jim Stone. Okay, Jim, let's go back to the very beginning. Tell us a little bit about how this tradition started.
Truthfully, I stole the idea. I heard about the idea, and then I tweaked it to fit what I wanted it to be. And it was a 0.1K, and I said, wouldn't it be funny if we just took the idea of this and made it as if it were the biggest marathon event in the world? And that's what we decided to do. 328 feet, everybody gets medals, everybody gets t-shirts, and everybody gets to have a little bit of fun for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. What makes this race so interesting and so unique?
That it's only 328 feet, that halfway down, we have the Thiemann Wagner halfway hydration station, which I find rather humorous that you have to stop and get a beverage so you can make your way through it. We've actually, as I said, we've gone all out with the medals and the t-shirts, but we also have a huge arch at the end. We actually time the race. Everybody is chip time. So you have to have your number, you have to have your bib, and then we time everybody. I think the quickest somebody's done it is in like 27 seconds. The longest it's taken somebody is like 7.5 minutes. I think they stopped a little bit along the way.
Wow, that's very interesting. So, like, what can participants and spectators get out of watching this 4th annual race?
You know what? Just some silly fun of people. Some people go all out and they run as hard as they can to try and be the first person across the finish line. Some people just saunter on down. Some people walk with their dogs because it is a benefit for the Almost Home Humane Society. So we have animals out there and whatnot. And then we had to find a way to create some excitement when it was all done. So we said we were going to declare the person who finished 106th, because it was Q1067. If you finish 106th, you're declared the winner of the race. And we actually have a winner's podium. We have a first, second, and third. This year we're giving out gold, silver, and bronze medals for the first, second, and third place winners.
Very cool.
So there you go. Yeah, it's a little bit of fun. But everybody gets a medal. I see you've already got one. I think you did it virtually last year, did you not?
Yeah, competed it online.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how you can do it. That's a pretty cool one. I liked that. That was from 2 years ago, actually. It's a spinner. Yeah, you got to give it a good spin. There you go. I don't know why that was so important to me, but it was.
I think the uniqueness of it is what gets people, yeah.
Yeah, I have asked the mayor of Lafayette if we could paint the street green, but he's not really up for that. So we'll put a big green stripe down the middle of the street so everybody knows, because obviously St. Patrick's Day. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
So can you tell a little bit about like why you guys selected the Animal Humane Society?
Who doesn't love a puppy, man? I love my dog. I just think the world of it. I work with Almost Home Humane Society on a lot of stuff, so it was just kind of a natural thing. And everybody wants to support animals. I think we all love animals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. That's why.
That's perfect.
Uh-huh.
All right. So like, how can people those interested get involved?
I mean, it's just like any other race. You can go to itsyourrace.com and sign up there, and I think it's $30 to enter, but you get all the stuff, and it's just like everything else. The results will be posted on itsyourrace.com when it's all said and done, and it's just a fun day that we hope to bring more people into downtown Lafayette, right on Main Street, and have some fun with it. So come on by. So go to itsyourrace.com and sign up. The race is going on today.
Jim, thank you so much for joining us and giving us a preview of this year's 0.1K St. Patrick's Day race. It sounds like an incredible time. We'll see you at the start of the race and probably at the finish line of the 328 feet race.
Sustainable farming, hands-on history, and a taste of the past. The farm at Prophetstown is bringing it all together, from a seed library to a cheese-making class. The local farm and museum offers unique experiences that connect the community with traditional skills and sustainable agriculture. we took a closer look at how they're keeping history alive while teaching valuable lessons for the future. If you've ever wanted to grow your own garden but didn't know where to start, the farm at Prophetstown has you covered. Their seed library makes it easy to plant, harvest, and even share a piece of history. Tucked inside one of the farm's historic buildings, the seed library is exactly what it sounds like. A collection of heirloom seeds available for anyone to take, plant, and grow. The best part? It's completely free. Visitors are encouraged to return seeds at the end of the season, helping to keep these traditional plants thriving for years to come. And at the farm, sustainability doesn't stop at the garden. They also offer hands-on classes that teach old-fashioned skills with a modern twist, like making your own cheese from scratch. Ever wonder what it really takes to make your own cheese? We dove down further into the historical farm building, to the kitchen, where Chef Russell is there to teach all about cheese.
It was a cheese making class for beginners, and we made mozzarella cheese. It's the basics of cheese making, so removing the solids from the liquid water in the milk to make cheese. So just basic introduction into cheese making. Cheese making 101.
From creamy mozzarella to creamy cream cheese, cheesemaking is an ancient art that starts with just a few simple ingredients. But the real magic lies in the transformation process. With just a few basic tools and ingredients, you can turn ordinary milk into something extraordinary at home.
Practice makes perfect, so do it. You can make a mild cheddar, an old farmer-style cheddar on your countertop at home, so that would be my recommendation, to try to make a mild farmer's cheddar.
Each cheese has its own unique process, and every batch is a new adventure.
Honestly, a ricotta or fromage blanc or something like that would be very simple to do with just some acid, maybe even a little bit of heat. But mozzarella, if you really want to get into a true beginner's course of something that might be a little bit challenging.
Mistakes? They're part of the journey. Every batch teaches you something new, and even the oops moments can turn into delicious discoveries.
I think temperature moderation might be an issue with some people, so I think using an accurate thermometer would help. We used infrared thermometers that are digital, and they're a little less accurate than maybe an instant read thermometer that you would put into the milk, so that would be my recommendation, is invest in a good thermometer.
Whether it's growing your own food or learning how it's made, the farm at Prophetstown is giving visitors a taste of the past, one experience at a time. And with more events planned throughout the year, there's always something new to try. For more information about the farm and its events, go to prophetstown.org.
Engineering, creativity, and a little bit of chaos. This year's Rube Goldberg contest will be bringing all that and more to Purdue University. Hosted by Wonderland Education, this competition challenges students to build a machine to perform a simple task in as many steps as possible. Today we will be sitting down with Rebecca Goodman, the COO of Wonderland Education, to learn a little bit more about the competition.
Hi, I'm here with Rebecca Goodman, Chief Operations Officer of Wonderland Education. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you.
So for those who don't know, can you explain what the Rube Goldberg contest is?
So Rube Goldberg was an inventor and a cartoonist, and in the 1920s, he drew these very complicated machines that completed very simple tasks. So the competition now, it's been going on for over 50 years, and at Purdue, we host these competitions where teams from all over the country make these very complicated machines. So in 10 steps or more, complete the theme of brush your teeth. This year's theme is feed your pet. And in our county this year, we have 2 teams competing in the national contest. So both teams made very complicated machines. They're inside right now decorating them. But over 10 or more steps, they made a machine to feed your pet, and they're very silly.
So what is kind of the creative process, or how do they get started with putting together something like this?
So they had a leader from Purdue, Noah, work with them on how to put the steps together and how to use the power tools, what are some safety tips, and decoration. We had to put together a presentation so the kids practice putting together a play, and they have to wear costumes. They have to explain their machine to the judges. The contest is March 29th, and we will compete in front of judges and will compete against other teams from all over the country.
And what type of skills do they learn besides engineering and creativity from doing a contest like this?
They learn teamwork. They have to learn how to work together. This is a very big deal. These kids come from many different schools all over the county, not just one particular school district. And they come together, they don't know each other at the beginning. They become friends. They're learning math skills, science, STEM. I like how it's not just engineering, but it's also art and writing stories, performing, feeling comfortable public speaking.
If you ascend to the nationals, like my team has, then you'll be able to meet Rube Goldberg's great-granddaughter herself in the contest. Also, I think that you'll be able to, that it will be on the news.
And what other types of programs does Wonderland Education offer besides Rube Goldberg?
So we're a program that meets after school. We also meet with homeschool kids. We do programs that are in the STEM realm. We do a stock market game for kids. We do 3D printing, Python coding. We've got art classes. We used to have K-pop dance. On the weekends, we do stop motion animation making. We have so many programs every day. We do Dungeons and Dragons Club. So we've got so many cool things for kids. A lot of times kids give me the ideas of what they want to see in a class, and we make it happen.
I love that. So how can students or anybody get involved with Wonderland, or specifically Rube Goldberg?
So look for us on our website, wonderland.education. It's www.wonderland.education. And they can email me at info@wonderland.education.
We love the Goldberg! Make sure to check out the Rube Goldberg contest hosted on March 29 at the Purdue University Armory from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you want more information on Wonderland Education, be sure to visit their website.
I'm Aubrey Hicks. And I'm Hope Olson. Today we're at Brown's Accents in Attica, Indiana, about 30 minutes away from Lafayette. You may know Brown's for their candles, but did you know they also hold multiple events a year? Today we're here at the Maple Festival with over 50 vendors. Let's check it out. So I'm here today with Megan. Can you tell us what you're excited to see today?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just excited to be here, see all the local businesses that we have around this Boca area and surrounding areas. A lot of just boutiques, clothing, home decor, all the fun things, Scentsies, things like that. And the food, of course, is always fun. The donut truck over there is pretty much always here at Brown's.
Is there a favorite event that you've been to, a favorite festival?
Honestly, I love their Peach Festival, their Peach Days Festival, which is in, I want to say, the late summer. That one is always really, really big, and for the last few years we've come every single time just because the same, vendors like here today, but we love to frequent, and it's fun to have them all in the same place. But the Peach Days is definitely one I would recommend coming to if you have time.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much for speaking with us. I'm here with Cecilia. Her family drove all the way from Noblesville to come to the festival. Cecilia, what are you eating right now?
Donuts.
Really? Are they really good? So she got those from the Brown's Sugar Donut booth. And I've seen this booth even at Exploration Acres. They go all over the place, but they're always here in Attica too. So what were you most excited to try?
Donuts.
Donuts?
Yes.
And you got them.
Yes, I finally got them. I officially got them.
Yes, officially. Is there anything else you're wanting to check out? What else?
So I went in the frame, so I was like a picture. My mom and dad took a picture of me.
Really? Well, there you have it. She's having a great time and she loves her donuts. I'm at the Maple Snow Taffy booth, and we're going to go into how they make the Maple Snow Taffy. Let's check it out.
So basically what we do is we take our own maple syrup and we heat it up, make it all syrupy, and then we take it out, put it on the snow, and then do that. Take a stick, and then roll it up, right in the taffy, and just lick it right like that. Not too long to do.
An array of vendors bringing communities and outside communities together. Make sure to follow their social media at Brown's Accents and check out their website. Hope to see you at the next festival.
Spring is just around the corner, which means it's officially plant season. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out your plant journey, there's no better time to refresh your space. Today, we're visiting a Lafayette favorite, Bennett's greenhouse. This family-owned gem has been a go-to for plant lovers for years, offering everything from exotic plants to expert gardening advice. Let's explore everything this greenhouse has to offer. Hello, I'm Coco Stacknick, and I'm joined by Sarah, the event coordinator here at Bennett's, and one of the Bennetts. Let's take an inside look into what makes this greenhouse so special. So Bennett's has been a go-to spot for plants lovers for years. Could you give us a brief history of Bennett's?
Yeah, so Bennett's is my family's business, and my great-great-grandparents started it about, oh my gosh, in the 1800s. But we've been at this location since 1947, and we've actually been open year-round since 1975. Wow. So we really have been around a long time, and it is really special. My daughter is going to be the 7th generation of the greenhouse, so yeah, it's been awesome.
So beyond just selling plants, can you share some of the services or events that Bennett's offers?
Yeah, so we have a fully functioning nursery, we have a plant pharmacy, so for any sort of lawn care, chemical items. We also have a florist, a fully functioning florist, and now we do events and weddings. So we started doing events and weddings in 2023, and it's really taken off. So it's an awesome place to get married. We've got all the plants, it's beautiful, and it's been going really well. Or baby showers, birthday parties, things like that. So it's been fun to diversify our business in that way.
Well, thank you for giving us an inside scoop into the operations behind Bennett's today.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to help.
Now that we've learned more about the operations of Bennett's greenhouse, it's time to get hands-on. One of the best ways to expand your plant collection without spending extra money is through propagation. And who better to show us how it's done than Abigail, the greenhouse supervisor here at Bennett's. Thanks for joining us today.
Of course, thanks for stopping in.
Could you just walk us through an example propagation here?
Of course. So there are 2 different ways that you can propagate plants, either sexually or asexually. Sexually would be when the buds and flowers come and then you get seeds from those, and then you would just grow the seeds from themselves into plants. Another really popular way to propagate is an asexual way, or to take product of a plant itself and turn it into a new plant. So there's a couple different ways you can do it, and it is depending on the plant itself. One of the easiest ones to propagate is going to be this one behind you called the spider plant. It's known for its propagating abilities because it's got all of these little plantlets or babies just chilling out. What you do is you literally just get a chunk of the plant that comes out, and then we just shove the little babies in the soil. And that's going to be the case on all of the other guys, but we just have to take the cutting a little bit different. We do have a nice clean razor blade here. Some nice kitchen shears is something that you can use as a household item. This guy is one of the wandering dudes, and the way we propagate him in-house, do make a nice, clean, 45-degree angle cut. Once he is all cut, that's when we put him just a little bit, a dab of that hormone rooting powder. And this little stick will just go right in the soil just like the spider plant did. And then this is when you want to water your plant in thoroughly. We always say make it pee twice. So it should have a bottom drainage hole. It should get really saturated.
And where can viewers follow along for Bennett's for more information or look for more information?
So we do have a Facebook page, and we also have bennettsgreenhouse.com, which is our website. We have all of our upcoming events in there, applications that we are starting to hire for the new season. So those will also be on our website. So,
thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you so much for coming out and picking my brain.
So what are you waiting for? Grab a cutting, get propagating, and watch your plant collection grow. And visit Bennett's Greenhouses for the essentials to start your plant journey.
Today we go to Lafayette Brewing Company, the host for this year's first ever Spring Equinox Market. We met up with this year's market host and vendor spotlight to dig deeper into everything the market has to offer. So today we are joined by Miranda McCarty, owner of Crone by Design and host of this year's Spring Equinox Market. Miranda, tell us a bit about the Spring Equinox Market and what people can expect from it.
Of course, the Spring Equinox Market is going to be at Lafayette Brewing Company on the second floor, and we have a range of amazing different mediums. We'll have some astrology readers, aura photography, and even palmistry. And then our vendors are going to lean more into the holistic and the metaphysical, and we have different clean beauty products that other vendors will be bringing as well. And we'll have a few body workers from tuning forks and to Reiki and then to just general chair massages as well.
Tell me a bit about Crone by Design and how it came to be.
Yeah, so Crone by Design is my business. I've had it since 2021 and it's had different shapes and forms, and the transformation process it changes every year. Now it has evolved into a feminine apothecary, and so that's what a lot of these products on the table we have here are different products that are for the feminine healthcare that a lot of people have issues with. And so I've researched different ways of creating more natural, easy, accessible products for people to be able to use that are affordable as well.
That's wonderful. And if you want, could you maybe expand on some of the products we see here?
Yeah. So it's crazy enough, when I started the apothecary side of my business, I actually started with menopause because my mom was going through menopause, and at the time I had just finished my yoga instructor training, and so I was teaching her different poses that could help offset with menopause symptoms, but I kept digging because she was having issues with certain things like hot flashes. And so these two products here are actually the hot flash spray that I'm slowly getting to be known as the woman with a hot flash spray, and I love it. It's a title I will keep with me forever. And then it's trickled down to helping people with their menstrual cycles. And so I have a couple of rollers for hormone balancing right before your period, and then of course the PMS mess. And so that helps you especially with cramping and bloating and mood swings.
Next, we hear from the LBC's event manager as she gives us a quick history lesson on the pub.
Lafayette Brewing Company has been here for this September will be 32 years. We were the first company to receive the Indiana small brewers permit, which means that we can brew beer and serve it by the glass in a retail setting. And then we are the second oldest continuously operating brewery in the state of Indiana.
Be sure to check out this year's Spring Equinox Market at Lafayette Brewing Company, March 22nd and 23rd.
If you have a story you would like to see in our next episode of Life on the Wabash, send us an email, connect with us on Instagram, or subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Your voice will help drive the show, and we're eager to hear from you. Here's a look at when you can find us next. Until then, we encourage you to explore more and have a happy Saturday.
Brought to you in partnership with Purdue University Brian Lamb School of Communication and NBC 16 Lafayette, a Star City TV station.